Kia ora, good evening. The Labour Party's most powerful backroom operator has nearly quit in election year.
Mike Williams offered to resign as fallout rages over funding from billionaire donor Owen Glenn. But Helen Clark still backing her president as she heads to a function with the man at the centre of the row. Political editor Guyon Espiner is at the opening of a business school in Owen Glenn's name and joins us now. Good evening, Guyon.
Good evening, Wendy. Well, as you say, Owen Glenn has a building named after him here as part of this $220 million business school, part of Auckland University. Now, Owen Glenn donated $7.5 million towards the cost of this building. He's been here for the last half an hour or so, along with a fairly glamorous entourage accompanying the billionaire here tonight. Now, look, I've just been told that Helen Clark has literally in the last few seconds arrived. She is here as part of these commemorations to open this building. But look, given the events of the last couple of days, it's a photo opportunity she probably could have done without. For Helen Clark, a leading light in her Labour lineup is party president Mike Williams. But the saga involving billionaire Labour donor Owen Glenn has forced Mike Williams to tender his resignation, something Helen Clark is refusing to accept.
It was a genuine mistake. We're all capable of making of them, and I've since moved on.
That mistake was over his handling of donations made by Owen Glenn. The transport tycoon gave $500,000 to Labour before the 2005 election. So questions were raised when Owen Glenn received an award in the latest New Year's honours list. Mike Williams said back then that Owen Glenn had given no more donations to the Labour Party, but that wasn't strictly true. He had gifted Labour a $100,000 interest-free loan. It then emerged that Owen Glenn was being considered for the position of honorary consul to Monaco.
Why would the appointment of a diplomatic representative of New Zealand be a matter that is discussed with Labour's chief fundraiser Mike Williams unless it is connected to a donation of $500,000 from Owen Glenn?
The Monaco appointment is being considered by Foreign Minister and New Zealand First Leader Winston Peters, whose party has also been dragged into the row. Michael Cullen says at least Labour's donors have been up front, unlike Nationals.
Because they were all funded through something called the Waitemata Trust, some $2.3 million, which was handled by a man which that government did appoint to chair government quangos and boards.
Mike Williams isn't commenting today, leaving the talking to Labour's chief whip.
Mr Williams made an honest mistake. Out of that, Mr English is trying to build a great pile of something large, smelly and brown, and it won't wash.
Maybe so, but in politics mud can stick, and Labour must be wondering whether Owen Glenn's money was really worth the trouble.
OK, Guyon, Mike Williams stays on, but how damaging has this offer to resign been?
Well, it is pretty damaging, really. I mean, it really elevates the seriousness of that. It's quite difficult for Labour now to say, oh, this is just a storm in a teacup, when its chief fundraiser and its president has offered to resign over his handling of these donations from Owen Glenn. Now, it also blunts a key line of Labour attack. They have legitimately been criticising National for taking large anonymous donations, but it's difficult for them, with all this flying around about their own donors, for them to actually make much traction on that.
Political editor Guyon